Timer's ticking. Last chance to hit those likes. Let's get the party started. Yo! What's going on, guys? Hope you're having a fantastic day. Let's jump on into the stream. What's going on, fellas? Let's talk some charts. Let's have a good freaking day. Bitcoin at 30,580. What's going to be the next move for the corn? Do we get a little bit of a pullback first before going up to inevitably 32K? Or are we just going to go straight there? Looks like, let's see. Let's see. Let's look at the short-term time frame charts. And let's discuss, my friends. But let's get busy. We're gonna have a guest today on the stream, by the way. A guest today on the stream. Now, it's a very good guest. You know, you guys might not like him. He's a little bit of a bear. You know, and you guys might miss him a little bit. But we might have a small guest on the stream today. So let's get it. What's going on, Scorpion? What's going on, Josh? What's going on, Easy? Dress. What's going on, bro? Man, Bear, Pig. Drew is bullish on Chinese. Me too, man. I'm bullish on the Chinese food. You know what I'm saying? We did talk about Mexican today. We could talk about Chinese food today. Why not, man? Clint, let's go. Clint is going to predict the price is going to change. I love it, man. We're all professional guessers, right? It's going to go down. It's going to go up. Let's just follow the Fourier cycle and let's just do our thing. You know what I'm saying? What we got? We got Savvy's on the stream today. No, I don't think Savvy would ever come on my stream, man. I would have Savvy on my stream. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have no ill words towards Savvy. Savvy, he's probably a fantastic guy. We just like to troll him a little bit for being a bear. He's probably a fantastic human, right? In real life, listen, I can see him being the guy who's like, you know, he takes you out, like, he buys you some beers. He's like, you know what? I disagree with you, but, you know, let's go out and get some beers. I'm sure Savvy's a great guy. Maybe one day, me and Savvy will do a surprise video, and me and Savvy will go get some beers together and, you know, sit on the beach, drink some beers, you know. He'll be sitting in his bear market winnings. I'll be sitting in my bull market winnings, and we'll just talk about how we used to troll each other, and we'll be best friends, you know, someday. I think we'll do that. Oh, we got some hot race cars out there today. Hopefully Bitcoin can be a hot race car today. Mr. Hart, what's going on, bro? Joey, Savvy didn't make a video today. He must be getting no, he's doing okay. Let's go. Who else we got? We got QM in there. Memento, what's going on, bro? Good to see you. Good to see you. Clint's got the best TA in the game, man. Clint says the price will go right. All right. Anyways, let's talk some short-term Bitcoin charts, and then we're gonna have a quick guest of the stream. Let's get it. We had some good gainers today. We had XLM got a nice little pump up. It's the Dino coins, man. The Dino coins just keep pumping randomly. It was Bitcoin Cash, and then it was Bitcoin SV. Now it's XLM getting a random pump. The Dino coins are making a comeback, man. Anyways, let's jump on into it and stop wasting time. You guys are like, Jordan, you're wasting too much time here, man. Like, what are we even doing at this point? Let's talk some short-term time. So right now, Bitcoin finds itself in a little bit of a short-term trend line, right? Where it's been bouncing up, 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 up. But I know everyone's talking about the most obvious pattern on the chart. And what's the most obvious pattern on the chart? Well, if we have two hands and we can look at a chart, we basically just say, okay, we got a little bit of a diamond pattern coming on in here, right? We got a little bit of a diamond pattern coming on in here. I'm gonna try to draw my best diamond. It's not gonna come out very good. It's a horrible freaking diamond. Don't get me wrong. But we got a little bit of a diamond pattern coming on here, right? Once again, not the best. I think we probably already broke it to the downside. But we had a little bit of a diamond reversal pattern. Now, you guys know how these patterns typically are. Sometimes you can get fake out one way and then come all the way back the other way. But we have a little bit of a diamond pattern in here. Typically, these are reversal patterns. So we are back up at the top of this, if we zoom out to the 1 hour time frame, we are back up to the top of this range, right? So I guess we still have to act as resistance. But we are back up at the top of the range. So, once again, if this does play out like this and we say, okay, it's a diamond pattern, we're going to break it to the downside, the measure move target will put you back down at the bottom of this damn range. 29,955 would be the target of the diamond reversal pattern. Now, before I get too carried away with the diamond reversal pattern, because a lot of times, like I said, these can break to the downside and then break the other way, or break to the upside and then break the other way. Whatever you want to do with this thing. Like I said, it doesn't even look like a diamond. It looks like a square. You know what I mean? Like, I hope you can see the diamond in here somewhere, man. At least I hope a little bit. But a lot of times these can break to the downside and break back up. So what I want to see here is a clean break of this trend line, right? If we can break this trend line as well as the diamond pattern, we'll see. We might see a little bit of a short-term pullback before we actually try to come back up again. So that's kind of the short term. Nothing else too crazy over there. Like, I'm watching this trend line here. If we break this, I guess, we would maybe follow this diamond pattern as, everyone and their mother, probably Carl the Moon's looking at the diamond pattern going, diamond pattern, it's there. I'm bearish. Right? I don't know. You guys probably watched Carl the Moon today. I didn't watch Carl the Moon today. But that's kind of what we got in the short term. Waiting to see if we hold this. If we hold this and we just kind of start to come back up, I guess you can kind of throw this away most likely. So still waiting on this. Let's go. Let's get it. But we do have this there, so we can't just ignore it, even if we are a perma bull, which sometimes we like to be perma bulls on this channel. Let's look at this poll. We got 206 votes on this poll. Get your vote in on this poll, man. I want to know what you think. What comes first for Bitcoin? We got 69% say 32K, and we got 31% say 29K. Damn, everyone's bullish. Damn. Everyone is bullish. Oh, Lord, everyone's bullish. You know what that means, fellas. You know what that means. Oh, Lord, everyone is bullish. We're about to get a pullback, aren't we, my friends? 68%, 32.5K. Are we about to see a pullback on the street? Could be coming. It could be coming. Shout out to Gen X. He said it's hip to be square. It is hip to be square. I mean, technically, a diamond is a square. You just have to flip it this way a little bit, right? Like, even my bozo mind can tell me that a diamond is a square. You just have to flip it, right? Just give it a little flip. But as I always like to say, it's better to be a diamond than be a square, if you know what I mean. I gotta throw that. It is what it is. Anyways, but we do have 66% of the peeps short in the chat. or 66% of the peeps long in the chat or bullish in the chat. But I'll say this, it doesn't mean everyone's trading. So like, how many people actually trade here in the chat? Probably, I would say probably not that many. I'd say most people are just holders. So a better question would be, are you long or you're short Bitcoin right now? That's probably a better question. And that could just mean that, okay, Bitcoin gets a slight pullback. Now, okay, Bitcoin gets a pullback, right? Let's talk about the pullback first. Okay, now let's go over to the daily time frame and look at some areas. So like we've been talking about with the daily, right? I think the one issue that I see on the chart, and I'm just going to be a realist, the one issue that I see, and this easily can get nullified, is this you got a little bit of bearish divergence on the daily, right? There's a little bit of a higher high, right? And we got a little bit of a lower high coming in on market cipher down here, right? Whether you go to the daily, the 2-day, the 3-day, it's all popping up. You know what I mean? It's popping up like a pimple you don't want there. You know, you ever work outside, or you take a long walk outside in a hot day, you come back and there's a pimple on your face. I think I got one right here, actually. I think I got a nice little pimple over here. You guys can't see the pimple. What's up? You can see my horrible hairline, though. There we go. That's just as good. Anyways, we got a little bit of bearish div on there. And that's the one thing I will say. And just one thing I am keeping my mind on in there, right? Is you got a little higher high, lower high on the market cipher. So for me, and this is kind of how I'm going with this, I still believe that we're going to see 32.4. It just makes sense on so many different time frame charts. And we're going to take a look at that in a second. But if we do see a slight pullback, all right, just to kind of reset everything. I'm not saying we are. I hope we don't. I hope we're just going to put the moon helmet on and freaking party like the USA.
We're going to the moon.
And go to the freaking moon. But if we do, okay, the max pullback area I see is 28.5. I just think there's so much demand for Bitcoin at the moment, and every single little dip keeps getting bought up, right? Every single time you think Bitcoin's gonna dump, at least so far, every little dip, right? It's gonna dip. Nope. It's gonna dip. Nope. Right?
Nope.
It's gonna dip.
Stupid.
It's gonna dip. Oh, it looks like it's gonna dip.
Stupid.
Right? Every time it looks like it's gonna dip, it just gets bought up like a freaking it gets bought up like freaking fake lashes, like from a girl who's self-conscious about herself, you know, or fake hair, like a girl who's self-conscious from herself. Guys, I was watching 90 Day Fiancé last night, okay? And there's this chick on 90 Day Fiancé, all right? And yes, I do watch 90 Day Fiancé. There's this chick on 90 Day Fiancé who's just, she just always needs some extensions or this nice fancy apartment and all this stuff. And the guy who is with her finally woke up, like the idiot that he isn't. He's not an idiot, okay? He finally woke up and said, I ain't doing this. I ain't buying you no fancy apartment. I want a prenup. If we get married, I'm getting a damn prenup. Right? I ain't marrying you without the prenup. And I gotta give him a round of applause.
Strap up. We're going to the moon.
Like, it was beautiful. I gotta tell you guys about the 90 Day Fiancé. It was absolutely fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Right? It was fantastic. So I gotta give him a round of applause and let you know how it was. It was fantastic. But now, like, so if we get a pullback, guys, the max I'm looking for a pullback is 28.5. If it even gets there. And I'm looking for longs as we come down. I'm looking for strength for longs. And to be honest, I don't even think we would get to 28.5. I just think there is a lot of demand for BTC. That's kind of just my max pullback area. Whereas if we do break down from there, I think something's probably a little bit wrong behind the scenes. So I'm looking for pullbacks to buy into long. And that 28.5 level is like the ultimate level that I want. If we don't get there, right, I think, you know, if we do see this diamond pattern play out, which, you know, it might at the end of the day, right, it's there, I'd be looking at, you know, actually like 29, you know, these previous lows back down here, like 29,900, 29,800. You give me those? Oh, I'm in. I'm freaking in like Donkey Kong, you know what I'm saying? So that's kind of what I'm looking at for BTC here on the immediate short term. I think we're still going to come up to 32,400, and I'll show you exactly why. You guys want to know? You guys want to know why I think we're going to 32,400? Hold on. First, Mike's going to love this one. Mike has been begging for this. Let's call one of our old friends and see how he's feeling about the markets right now. Let's give him let's FaceTime him. Let's FaceTime him real quick. Let's FaceTime him. Yo, Jabba, what's going on, man? Not much. I keep shorting and it's not going very well. Literally, Bitcoin needs to dump quick. I moved to a foreign country. Bybit is after me. It's after me because I keep shorting and I'm broke and I owe them so much money. I don't know what to do. Bitcoin won't dump. There's bad news. Savvy said we're going to dump like 8 times, and we're not. I don't know what to do. I'm just going to keep shorting. Java, don't worry, man. Don't worry. What we need to do is we're going to give you a little bit of a pullback, all right, brother? A little bit of a pullback, and you're going to be okay, okay? We're going to get you back to the U.S. We're going to get you back to the U.S. Do not worry, bro. Okay. Thank you, Jordan. Thank you. I need to come back home. I missed you guys so much. All right, I gotta go. I think they found me. I gotta hide, even though I can't fit in anything. I'm fat. All right, see you later, bro. Later. Give me a call later. Peace. All right. All right. So Jabba's alive, but he is in a foreign country because he's in massive debt. And the government's after him. So that's what we got going on right now. But shout out to Jabba. We're getting him back in the damn US, and he will be back over here. You know what I'm saying? Let's go. What we got? No pullback? Gary said no pullback. Oh, man. We don't want to give Jabba a pullback. I'd be down not to give him a pullback, too. But I kind of feel bad for him. You know what I'm saying? All right, so let's get rid of the diamond pattern real quick because it's kind of blocking the chart. We know it's there. Keep an eye on it, and we'll see. We'll be kind of go from there. Now, why do I think Bitcoin's going to 32,400? Well, why do I think that's such a big level, and why I think we can get a little bit of a rejection there? Well, the reason why I think we can get a little rejection there, and actually, I went over to the monthly today, right? And I took a look at the monthly Gaussian channel, all right? Because, okay, this is such an underrated indicator. It really is. It's a bunch of moving averages, but it's very underrated. And I went to the monthly time frame today because you know what? Sometimes I'm a degen and I like to pull up random indicators. You know what I'm saying? To find some confluences on different time frames. So I said, hey, let's bring up the monthly. Let's bring up the Gaussian channel. And this is something we used to look at when we were at the lows to say, okay, Bitcoin usually bottoms when we get to the middle of the monthly Gaussian channel, right? Once, twice, and we hit it 3 times on the FTX dump, right? And that marked the lows 3 times. And I went back and I wanted to get an update on this and see, where's the top of the Gaussian channel and typically what happened from there. Well, I went back and I looked, and the top of the Gaussian channel right now, okay, on the monthly is, funny enough, you guys know what number it's at. Let me know in the chat. I know you guys know what number it's at. Vikings, let me know what number it's at. It is at, funny enough, hold on, let me get the exact number, 32,209 as we speak right now. 32,209. And what's the level that we keep talking about, right? It's a little bit higher than that. It's 32,400. But I found it funny the confluence of the top of the monthly Gaussian channel is 32,400. Now, damn, we got some hot cars going in today, man. Let's go back and look at the past. So the reason why I wanted to see, and the reason why I think that's such an important level, and dude, this is the level like everyone's talking about 32,400. It is a big level on and why are we looking at that? Well, it's the top of that previous consolidation over here from May. You know what I'm saying? So it's a big level on the chart. That's gonna be a pain in the ass for us most likely, and especially when you look at this, you would think it's gonna be a pain in the ass. I went and looked at when Bitcoin went to the middle of the Gaussian channel and then got out. What happened after that? And Bitcoin actually, when on to be sort of in that up-only phase. Now, you could argue it's already been in its up-only phase for the past 6 months, but you look back over here at 2020, when we went to the middle, got out of the Gaussian channel, right? That was the March crash, and it was pretty much up-only. Now, you did have some pullbacks in there in the shorter-term time frames, but let me tell you, it was pretty much up-only from that point, right? We come over to what happened in 2015, where we fell to the middle. We kind of were in there for about 3-4 months. Once we get back up, right, we were pretty much in that up-only phase. Once again, you're on the monthly, so you're not really seeing, like, these are big pullbacks in here, right? I mean, you take a look, right? The trend is up, but you'll see 20, 30, 40% pullbacks on the way up. But you were pretty much in that up-only phase for Bitcoin, right? So that's why I think this level is so freaking important at 32,200, my friends, right? And like I said, you could already argue Bitcoin's already in the up-only phase. It is. Look at the monthly. You know what I'm saying? It's not too unrealistic to say, okay, Bitcoin's up 100% this year. It's not too unrealistic to think that it continues. So that is a big level. That's the level we're going to keep talking about. And we got to see if we can break that when we get back up to that, because that is going to be a pain in our sides, a pain in the thorn in our sides on that monthly time frame. But we'll keep taking a look at that. I thought that was pretty cool to see what happened when we broke out of this. And typically it was good shit. And we like good shit. We need some good shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, we need some good shit in the chat, man. Let's get it. We need some good shit. Let's see what we got. Double top. Yeah, I've heard that one a million times. SD, no East County. Are you talking about San Diego, Judge? San Diego, South Dakota? You're probably talking about San Diego. Who talks about South Dakota? Probably no one at the end of the day. But all right, so that's what we got on the monthly. And you know, just to kind of reiterate that, you know, with Bitcoin's kind of just consolidating in here, not really doing too much. The patience is key. The patience is key in here. Once again, all year, the best thing to do is sit on your hands, not panic sell every single drop that we've had. Just sit on your hands, and that's all you really need to do. Let's see. I'm early but late. It's better to be early but late. You know what I'm saying? It's better to be early but late. All right. Anyways, besides that, that's kind of what I'm looking at for the corn at the moment, right? Maybe possible short-term pullback, maybe not, but eventually I'm looking for 32.4. And you guys know eventually we're looking for in the 40Ks for Bitcoin this year at some points, based off the Wyckoff in here. Just a beautiful Wyckoff formation. It's textbook. It's absolutely beautiful. And we're going to keep rocking and rolling with this bad boy as long as it keeps playing out. As we had the SOS phase play out perfectly in here. We got the perfect bounce off the previous highs. And it's just looking to absolutely super duper, if you know what I mean. Let's go, baby. Psycho Pearl said, zoom out. The yearly candle is bearish. Well, let's see how this yearly candle ends, Psycho. All right? Let's see how this yearly candle ends, Psycho. Listen, the last yearly candle was a bearish engulfing candle. We've never had one in Bitcoin's history. Let's see how this yearly candle plays out, right? We're already 6 months in, and, you know, as I said, Bitcoin's halfway up, back up to its high. So let's see how the next 6 months play out, right? At the end of the day, you know what I mean? Let's see how it plays out. Let's jump over to Ethereum. The Ethereum trade that we played out perfectly yesterday. Let's see. So Ethereum played out absolutely perfectly yesterday. If you took this trade yesterday, where we basically just came back down to this order block right here, right off that order block, just playing this range, absolutely fantastic, right? Playing this little range for Ethereum right there, right? Up, down, up, down, up, down, break the range. Everyone gets super bearish. Oh my God.
Everybody panic. We're going to
bearish.
zero.
We get back into the range. That was a nice trade. I've already closed that one. And I want to see how Ethereum does in here, right? So if Bitcoin gets a little pullback, what does Ethereum do? Does Ethereum get a little bit of a move back down to the bottom of the range? Does it get a little move? Does it get a little skirt back to the bottom of the range? Usually that's what happens on these things, is you see a pullback back to the bottom of the range. So I wouldn't be surprised to see it come back down to 1864. And if it does come back down to 1864, I'd look for a possible long there if I see some strength in BTC. So That's what we got on Ethereum. And I did make an Ethereum video on my other channel today, as I think right now the Ethereum, right now everyone's kind of jumping on the ETH BTC bandwagon, right? And it's, oh my God, ETH BTC is going down. Now it is. Don't get me wrong, it is. It's definitely going down. But I think it's about that time where it actually does get a bounce. And if you want more in-depth, on my second channel, I did upload basically my thoughts on Ethereum and why I think Ethereum is getting ready for a massive run back up to the upside, just like it's done 3 times in its history. Exact same pattern, absolutely beautiful. Basically just a previous range that you dip back below, you got back into the range, and then you saw a pretty nice run from there. So I uploaded that on my other channel. I'm not going to spend too much time on it today, but Ethereum basically, right, has, right, this previous range low, this previous range high. You got back into the range. You back tested the bottom of the range, which is your classic. This is all a deviation down here. And then if you get back into the range, typically, right, we come up and we target the range high. And I'm not calling for that right away. Don't get me wrong. I don't think that happens until at least 2024 that we get up here. But it at least gives you a nice setup and at least gives you something to look at. You know what I mean? So that's what we got for Ethereum. I think it's just kind of a slow move up for ETH, right? It's move up, back test bull market support band, move up, back test bull market support band. We probably get another move up when Bitcoin gets a move up. We probably pull back again, right? And in every single one of these dips, it's going to be like, oh my God, the world's ending, right? Going to have huge FUD every single dip, right? We had basically FTX drop, massive scare at the lows. That ended up marking the bottom. And then we had the banking crisis dip, huge scare. That ended up marking the bottom. And then we had the whole altcoin being sued by Gary Gensler and Coinbase being sued and Binance being sued. And that ended up being the bottom as well. So, guys, we got to stop making this too difficult, man. Like, it's an uptrend until it's not. You know what I mean? So, that's Ethereum as well. So, we got that going on ETH. Psycho Pearl said, Pendle's one of my best buys. We can look at Pendle, man. I can certainly look at Pendle for my guy, Psycho Pearl. Anything for you, brother. You know what I'm saying? Anything for freaking you. You know what I mean? Let's get this shit. Actually, let me get rid of these. There we go. Let me get rid of these. That's a little bit more clean of a chart right there. Let's see. Devil said rug pull please everyone. Sell and then short together. You really want the price to go down that much, huh, man? That's pretty desperate. It's good not to be that desperate to make price to go down. You know what I mean? It's definitely good not to be that desperate, bro. All right, so that's ETH. Just back in this previous range, you know, I'm looking for higher on Ethereum, man. I'm not gonna go too deep into it. I uploaded a video on the other channel, but yeah, that's ETH is very basic right now. I mean, I think it's even prettier than Bitcoin in my opinion, where it's like, okay, we're getting rejected from that previous high. We kind of like broke this. We kind of like broke this trend here. We broke the trend line. As always, this is usually when everyone goes long on the break of the trend line, usually coming back on at least back test, right? So that's why, okay, if Bitcoin gets a pullback, ETH's getting a nice little back test of this trend line at the very, very least. At the very least, if not all the way back down to these lows. If Bitcoin wants to just like carry the market and bring it up, listen, you'll see ETH just freaking get carried up. You know, and that's kind of how it is right now, right? So ETH is, I said, it finally broke out. Typically how it works is Bitcoin gets the big move first. That's kind of what I'm expecting. I'm expecting Bitcoin to get that shot up to 32K at some point. And then ETH to kind of get that shoot up after Bitcoin. So typically that's how it works. And that's kind of what I'm looking for going forward on the Bitcoin and ETH front. You know what I'm saying, fellas? Let's see. Inspector Ape said regret is going to be hard for a lot of people not buying right now. It might. I mean, listen, I hope everyone can get in and everyone can make some gains. You know what I mean? Unfortunately, the market doesn't let everyone get in and everyone make gains. I hope everyone can get in. I want everyone in the chat to be buying something that's going to make them a shitload of money, right? I don't know what it is. I mean, whatever you think it is, whether you think it's Bitcoin or Ethereum or some random altcoin, I hope everyone is killing it in this market, right? I mean, right now, I mean, everything's kind of up, at least in the short term. So it's pretty nice in the short term. But man, we really want to be making these gains in the long term here, right? We really got to start looking towards the long term. As like I said, we got the halving coming up in 10 months. Nothing's guaranteed in life. We don't know the halving is going to be this guaranteed thing where everything pumps. But if we go based off history, this is the year we want to be accumulating, my friends. But I hope everyone freaking kills it, man. I don't care what you're in. I don't care if you're in Pepe, ETH, BTC, ARB, Ethereum Classic, Bitcoin Cash, Bitcoin SV. Let's get them all rolling, man. Because that's when it's really fun. When everyone's just freaking killing it and we're all killing it in the chat. You know what I mean? Let's see. He said Pearl is coming in hot. Pearl's coming in hot. Was that a new coin? I don't think I've ever heard of Pearl. Unless you're talking about Psycho Pearl, Skillful. Anyways, let's look at Pendle for Psycho Pearl. Let's see what he's talking about with Pendle in here, man. And then we'll take a look at a few altcoins that are showing some Wyckoff accumulation schematics. All right, so Pendle. What the frick is this, man? Pendle. We got a better chart? Let's see. This is a pretty interesting chart. Okay, here we go. I think this is it. I think this is it, my guy. Yeah, this one looks like it's in cruise mode, man. I mean, if you got in here or anywhere at these lows, you killed it, man. I mean, at the time there was some nice bullish div coming in. You had higher lows on market cipher, lower lows on price. On the weekly, you see that with a lot of things, and you just want to just get absolutely sense. Now is where you're back up at this like quote unquote last kind of order block here, right? The last kind of order block on this one. So now you're kind of at that last order block where you've kind of got two rejections. You got a little bit of bearish div, right? A little bit of higher high and lower high on market cipher coming in here, right? Right at resistance. So now you got to think, okay, you know, how much higher has this thing gone? This thing's gone up 20x. Right? It looks like actually more than that, 25x. That's good, man. And now we're kind of like, okay, is this going to get rejected off this last little piece here? We'll see. I mean, after that, you got nothing. Apparently, you got nothing on this thing after that. So I hope it kills it for you. Psycho Pearl. Let's get it, homie. Got to give you a little bit of juice in the chat. This is my guy, Psycho Pearl, absolutely killed it on Pendle. If you got in low, I hope he did. Hope he did. Hope he didn't FOMO. Let's get it for Psycho Pearl, man. Psycho killing it. Psycho killing it. Psycho's killing this shit, man. Shout out to you, bro. Everyone's looking at this. Man, I wish I got in on that. What the hell, man? You got to be happy for other people, man. I think the one thing I've learned in this space is you got to be happy when other people make gains. You know what I'm saying? If you're envious over other people making gains, you ain't going to make no gains. You got to be happy for everyone killing it, right? Even if a coin goes up that you don't own, you got to be happy for those people. You know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't matter what it is. You could have panic sold something at the low. If it pumps and other people kill it because of your mistake, you got to be happy for those other people, man. Because that'll come right back to you. That sort of energy that you put out and being happy for other people killing it, that energy comes back. If you're just salty about other people making gains, you're not going to make anything, man. That's just how I've noticed. That's how the universe works, man. You got to be happy for everyone, even if like this, like someone you're in a coin and spot, someone shorts it, and you really want to like be like, oh, and it goes down like 60%. You got to be happy for him, man. You got to be happy for him. It is what it is. Let's see. Rudy said, I am happy for you. Now be happy for me so my alt will pump. Let's go, Rudy. Let's get Rudy's altcoins going up, man. Dude, I'm so ready for everyone just to be killing it, bro. Right? Dude, I know there's going to be one, always how it is. There's going to be this one altcoin where like Oh, it goes like up a 100x, and you've been thinking about buying it, right? There's this altcoin right now that I probably think about, and I'm like, man, I should be buying this right now. And then in 2 years, it's gonna go up 100x. I'm gonna be like, what the frick? We've all been there, man. I had many of those last time, where I'm like so close to buying it. That was which one was it? That was that meme coin, man. I was so close to buying it, and it freaking went berserk, bro. Some people got in on that one. They killed it, though. Anyways, we got Bitcoin actually holding the line at the moment. It's weird. I don't know what to think about Bitcoin in the short term right now. Like I said, it did have this diamond pattern up here, but it seems to, I don't know, man. It's holding this trend line. But it's almost like it broke this diamond pattern to the downside. I guess it broke it to the downside, and now it's retesting the support. So I guess we'll see. I mean, if Bitcoin can get up a little bit higher, that would kind of nullify this, I think, in my opinion. So we'll watch Bitcoin. Well, let's hope Bitcoin gets a little pumped tonight and it gets a little juicy, and then we'll be freaking killing it, man. Jazz knows ones I mean. Yeah, dude, it was like. It wasn't Pussy Financial. It was the other one that was kind of inappropriate. I think it was like it was a Cummies? Yeah, Cummies. It was Cummies, man. That thing went freaking berserk, bro. We were talking about it at the lows, and it was like ring. It's like, what the hell, man? If I just pulled the trigger. You can't think that way though, because when you think that way, you're just gonna get down on yourself, and it's like, dude, at least you had the thought of maybe buying it. You know, you did the right thing. You had the thought. It's all about the thought process at the end of the day, you know. Anyways, let's take a look at some things. So we got Bitcoin dominance still going up. So I just want to make it clear. I still think this is going higher. I always want to make this clear though. That doesn't mean I think altcoins are going down. I just think I think Bitcoin's going to be going up more on average than the altcoins, right? I still think it's coming up higher, but we're getting to that point where you're getting pretty parabolic. You're getting to the point where at some point, right, and I think it's going to be right around this 57% level. At some point, you're going to find a high for Bitcoin dominance in here. And you are getting, within 5% of that, in my opinion. And, as you start to get closer and closer and closer to this, you gotta start looking at and be really researching the altcoins that you want to get in, the ones with the best price structure, the one with the best. I mean, if you're into like super fundamentals guy, get into the ones with the best fundamentals. But as it starts to get closer, that's when we have to start thinking about stuff. Now, there are some altcoins I've already purchased because I think they have some pretty good charts, in my opinion. Right? We've talked about a few of them. Chainlink, in my opinion, the classic 3 hits to the low Wyckoff, where you get the 1 hit, the 2 hits, you break the lows, you get back into the range, and then you're just killing it, right? So. That's your classic Wyckoff or Chainlink. So I did say I bought some Chainlink there. This is just one of the examples that I've been looking at here where I'm expecting Chainlink to come back up and make it back up to the top of the range now, at least to 950 in my opinion. And then this is now I got my long-term hodl bag for Chainlink. We all good in the hood. We already talked about Bitcoin Cash. This was another perfect example and why I actually purchased Bitcoin Cash down here. Was because you had the 1 hit, the 2 hits, the 3 hits to the downside. What happened with that 3rd hit to the downside? Boom! Right? Absolutely explosive move to the upside. So Bitcoin Cash. Now I got my hodl bag of Bitcoin Cash for the bull run. Let's go. I never thought I'd say those words. That Jordan would be holding Bitcoin Cash. But here we are holding Bitcoin Cash. I know some of you guys killed it with the gains for Bitcoin Cash too. I know some of you guys killed the Bitcoin Cash gains too. As this one just kept rolling, bro. I'm actually shocked it went up this much. I actually didn't think it was going to do this. But hey, I'll take it. I'll take it. Now, the one we talked about yesterday was Ethereum Classic. Not seeing the move yet, but we also have the same structure on Ethereum Classic, where you got the 1 hit to the downside, the 2nd hit to the downside. Now you've seen the 3rd hit to the downside that took out that previous low. So I did, like I said, I did buy some Ethereum Classic. And now I'm just kind of waiting for that move, right? I'm kind of just sitting on it, waiting for that move. If it gets a little pullback because Bitcoin gets a pullback, I don't really care. As long as it doesn't like nuke on me and it drops 50%, starts breaking below these lows again, then I'm out of that shit. Then I'm selling that shit. I'm out of that shit. And it's over, okay? It's over, right? Oh, Jabba's FaceTiming me again. Jabba's FaceTiming me again. Hold up, guys. Jabba's FaceTiming me again. Here he comes. Java, what's going on, bro? What do you need? No! I thought Bitcoin was going to dump from the diamond pattern. And now it's pumping. What the hell, man? TA doesn't even work anymore. Bad news doesn't work. What the hell, bro? I guess this must be a bull market. I can't long, though. Everything I've learned is short. That's okay. It's okay, John. It's okay. Okay, just stop shorting. Stop shorting for like a day, and we'll get you back on track. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, you're good. You're good, bro. You're good. All right. Yeah, we'll talk to you later, man. Peace. All right. Okay. There we go. Okay. There we go. See, he's not doing too well. If he's just coming in now, Java is lost on an island because he's running from the government because he owes Bybit a bunch of money, basically. Anyway, so we got Ethereum Classic there. I did buy some Ethereum Classic because it's in the same structure, and you'll find the same structure across so many different altcoins, guys. And I'm not saying go put your life savings in altcoins right now, but what I'm saying is find the structures that you like, find the formations that typically mark bottoms, which is like a formation like this, right, where you basically have a bear market, but then you start to sort of make that 3-low structure at the lows. Very similar to what we did in the last bear market over here, or bear to bull, and basically look for those, right? Don't like I said, don't be throwing everything in altcoins right now. I think you still got some time with some altcoins, right? But just for like Ethereum Classic, remember this fractal we used to look at. I'm not saying it's going to play out like this. I think that might be slightly crazy, and you might find me off my rocker a little bit if I'm calling for a price action like this. But I'm saying we have seen this before. Now this was a very different time. This was like 2020 when we had money printer go burr and things were very, very different. But as far as the structure goes of a bottom formation, we have seen this before. This is basically just the same price action we saw back here from Ethereum Classic, right? Just overlaid over our current price action. We have seen this before, my friends, where we've seen that big impulse down, the big impulse up, right? We've seen that second low. We've seen that M formation dump back to the low for a third time, and then that marked the low, and we actually started to come back up. So listen, this is the way I'm looking at it, right? This is the way I see some of these charts, right? And listen, if it doesn't play my way, I'll be quick to cut these. I'll be very, very quick to cut these bad boys. You know what I mean? But I like the structure of these, and I told you guys I was going to wait for some strength on the altcoins, or I wanted to see this last little spring phase. And I think we might have got a little bit of the spring phase for some of these. Now, like I said, we're not going parabolic at this current moment. I don't think that's going to happen right now. But I do like what I see. I do like what I see, right? And I think we are getting to that point where dominance is coming up fast, right? And there could be some money flowing into some altcoins, as we get later into this year. As far as maybe a little bit of a bounce to the upside, right? Because there's been no bounce for since January. There's been no bounce for the altcoin market. Zero, zilch, nada, zero, zada. There's been absolutely nothing, guys. It's been crazy, dude. Let's see. What are you guys saying in the chat? Just 50% of your net worth. Yeah, it just goes, guys, why are you rooting for me to wreck? Guys, you got to have some positivity, man. At the end, guys, come on, man. Listen, you never want to root for anyone to get wrecked at the end of the day, right? And I will keep saying this. If you keep rooting for other people to get wrecked, you're going to get wrecked. None of your things are going to go up, right? So at the end of the day, listen, you got to be happy for anyone whenever they do something positive, right? So let's get it, bro. Listen, I know a lot of you guys are in some alts. I know a lot of you guys are doing your thing. We're all in different ones, but at the end of the day, we all want the same goal. We all want the price to go up eventually, right? We all look at the market a different way. Let's get it, and let's do it, man. Let's do it. You know what I'm saying? Franco said, I like dad jokes. We all like dad jokes, man. Who doesn't like a dad joke? I got a good dad joke for you. Ready? I got no dad joke. Dude, I'm so bad at coming up with jokes off the fly. I am so bad at coming up with jokes off the fly. If you tell me, Jordan, come up with a joke right now, I would have to think for 5 years to come up with a joke. You know what I mean? I would literally have to come up. I would have to think about a joke for God knows how long. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just not going to come out of me. You can even let me Google a joke, and I couldn't find a joke. Like, just let me be myself. Shit, I ain't going to try to come up with no joke, you know? But I will just be myself. That is for sure. Let's see. Could you take a look at Nakamoto Games? I could take a look at Nakamoto Games. I could, man. I definitely could. Let's look at Nakamoto Games, man. Nakamoto Games for Gilaro. Nakamoto Games. I never even heard of this, dude. What is this? We want to look at it because it's pumping, man. Listen, I'll give you a pump song. You know what I'm saying? Just don't tell me you FOMO'd into it. If you bought it low, let's go. Don't tell me you FOMO'd into this bad boy. But I'll give you a pump song, man. Let's go. I'll give you this one, dude. I'm hoping you got it at least at this consolidation, if not this low. But let's get it, man. Come on. Man, people are salty in the chat today. Guys, why is everyone salty? Everything's green today. Like, what the hell's going on? Come on, guys. Let's lighten up a little bit. Shit. Let's go, man. Everyone seems to be a little bit salty today, man. Let's get it, man. Let's get it. Bitcoin's back at the highs. We got Ethereum back up to 1900. What the hell's going on, brothers? Let's go, man. Let's go. But no, Nakamoto. Let's get the shit. 48 cents. Just don't, listen, I'm happy for you. Just don't tell me you bought it now. If you bought it here, let's go. You killed it. If you bought it at the lows, let's go. You killed it. As we start to come up here now, let's see what we got. We got these previous highs coming in over here. And, right, we got this high, we got this high. As we come up to 58 cents, right? As we come up to 58 cents, that's probably where you find a little bit of resistance. So just be careful right there, right? At the end of the day, I don't want to be bear. Like, it's one of those things where this thing is up, what, 10x since the lows? I don't want to be too bearish on something that's up 10x. And to be honest, if we're looking at equal moves, you could easily see this one go higher, right? If we're looking at this as some sort of bull flag target, you could easily see this one go higher. Just be careful as we sort of approach these local highs. And you got a little bit of bearish divergence forming here, right? You got a little bit of higher highs, and you got a little bit of lower highs coming in, right? So there's a little bit of bearish div as you approach resistance, so just keep an eye on that. Other than that, bro, I mean, this thing is doing very, very well. And listen, I'm happy for you, bro. Let's go. It's you're gonna start seeing more of this, in my opinion. Is a lot of these random ones just going absolutely nuts. You know what I'm saying? So let's get it, man. Let's freaking get it. I'm happy for you, bro. Anyways, 30,656 for the corn. We're trying to see if the corn's gonna play out this freaking diamond pattern, man. Let's freaking go. Where the frick is Asia? I thought Asia was gonna give us some juice today, man. Let's get it, man. Let's get the likes up. Let's get Asia in here, man. There's got to be at least one. Listen, if there's any Asians in the chat, there's got to be at least one Asian in the chat. If there's one Asian in the chat, okay? I don't know, man. Can you call up someone that you know in Asia and just tell them, you know, listen, yo, we need a pump. We need a dump right now on stream. Can you just give us one, man? Can you just give us one, man? All right? That's what we need right now. We got Nola coming in with the 5 membership. Shout out to Nola.
Strap up. We're
Nola's
going to the
one
moon.
of the homies in the chat. Let's go. Shout out to Nola, bro. But we need some Asia market, man. What is this shit? This is some absolute. This is a Ponzi market right now, man. Let's get some volume coming in, bro. We need some hype. Give me the sushis in the chat, guys. We need to get some hype in the chat, some sushis in the chat, and we need to get some energy in the chat to get this shit rolling, man. Because I don't want this diamond formation to play out. I want to see Bitcoin pump. Someone said everyone shorted today. Probably. Everyone probably shorted. Like, why isn't that not dumping? Oh, Lord. Sometimes it happens, man. Yo, shout out to Intune. Intune became a member. Shout out to you, man. Someone said cancel. What are you, a Karen, bro? Like, come on, man. Grow up. It's 2023. Hey, you guys, some people gotta grow up, man. Listen, at the end of the day, if you can't take a joke, Just live in your shell. You know? Live in your goddamn shell. Come on, baby. We need some price action for the corn, man. This is getting ridiculous. What's Eve doing? Eve is just chilling too. Absolutely ridiculous, man. If you ask me. All right, enough of that. Enough of that. Enough of that. We had enough of that. What do we got? We got 12 minutes until the daily close, my friends. 12 minutes until the daily close. Let's get this shit. Anyways, we had some other Dino coins pumped today. It's you know what I notice about all the coins that are like getting sent to the upside? It's all like ones that no one talks about. I think that's another reason why everyone's kind of down in the dumps, is because all the coins that are pumping are the ones that no one owns. Like that's kind of the funny thing too. Like today we had XLM get sent to the upside. Man, I keep telling you about the Dino coins, man. Now I didn't tell you about XLM, but the Dino coins just keep moving, man. So XLM up. What are we up? I mean, this thing is up 13% in the last 24 hours. So XLM gets sent to the upside off the lows. And this is another one with kind of that 1 hit, 2 hits, 3 hit structure, and then it gets sent, right? Another perfect example of that 3 hit structure to the downside. So XLM gets sent to the upside. Let's go. Let me know if you own XLM. I don't own any XLM. But, man, that thing got absolutely sent today. If you take a look at why, I mean, we just kind of look at this. We got the green dot on the weekly on Market Cipher. Weekly kind of coming up, right? Doing pretty good. Blur got sent to the upside. Now some people are into Blur. Most of the move got sent down. So you got a massive. I mean, I think Blur pumped like 30% today. If you caught that one on a leveraged long, you freaking baked, bro. Like, you absolutely baked. Holy guacamole.
Strap up. We're going to the moon.
Holy guacamole. You absolutely baked, bro. Yeah, Blur went up 33%, tagged the previous lows, and then just got sent back down. So that was kind of a quick trade, but at the end of the day, you kind of got rejected from the 50 moving average. So you didn't really go anywhere. It's not like, oh my God, look at Blur. It was at one point. It was like, holy shit, Blur's pumping 33%. But then it sold off. I mean, what, 66% of the move? I don't know why I said 66%. 66 is a good number though. Yo, JJ, let's go. And oh man, he's always gonna come in and talk about Cardano. He said, ADA natives paying for extravagant lifestyle. Today I bought groceries. Tomorrow I'll probably pay some bills. Living a lavish life, my friend. Let's freaking go. No, I saw JJ. JJ's always in the Discord killing it with his Cardano longs and shorts, man. JJ has the Cardano chart down to an absolute T, man. Like 8 times a day. 8 times a day, this dude coming in, long, short. I'm like, bro, what the frick? The price barely moved. How did you get 50% from a freaking long? You know what I mean? Like, the price didn't even move all day. Lord, no, I'm happy for you, bro. I'm happy for you, man. And that's a perfect example. Like, sometimes you just want to find one chart and just kind of memorize the levels and just play that one chart. I think sometimes I find myself doing this too, where I'm looking at too many charts, right? I'm looking at this altcoin and Bitcoin and that altcoin, and I'm getting like I got alerts for this altcoin and alerts for that altcoin, and it's like I can't even keep track of all of them, man. Sometimes it's better just to focus on one chart and just freaking kill that shit. You know what I mean? Shout out to Jay the Joe. He's always killing it on the freaking Cardano, man. And listen, I was a big Cardano guy, and I do like Cardano, what they're doing. As far as Cardano goes, there's going to be a time where I'm going to be picking up some Cardano. And for me, it's for me, for Cardano, it's at an interesting point. And I was taking a look at this today, and I'm like, where's a point where I'd want to pick up some Cardano? Because I definitely want to have some exposure to Cardano. And just because I was in Cardano in the last bull market, and that was fantastic. What is the Asian equivalent of John Doe? Who dat? That's like Wen Moon. Oh, Lord. Listen, YouTube, that wasn't me. That was Franco, all right? Franco's the comedian, not me. Who dat? Oh, Lord. All right, but ADA, we're going to pick up some ADA. I pulled up the ADA BTC chart, and I was like, dude, I mean, it's got this interesting trend line. And yeah, trend line's a trend line. Sometimes trend lines can break, but sometimes they're useful, right? And I was looking at this and I'm like, okay, this was 2017. All right, that marked the low in November 2017. And then we had this consolidation, which we hit this multiple times in 2020, right? And then we came back down, and you can see in December of 2020, we actually hit that perfectly as well. And if you kind of look at where we're at now, we're pretty close, right? We're pretty close to that trend line, not quite there, and it kind of matches up with kind of matches up with everything, right? So if we expect Bitcoin dominance to get like a little bit higher, we would probably expect Cardano BTC to come a little bit lower, right? You know, and it kind of lines up, and this is an interesting area for Cardano, right? That's an interesting area, I would say, to maybe think about picking up some Cardano if it's showing like a nice structure. It always could break down. Listen, this could always break down, and it's not looking too great and whatever. But it's definitely an interesting sort of level to look at there, I would say. So keep an eye on that. I would think if you have this on your charts, like mark this off. Still shows that we've got a little bit lower to go, but it might be. Oh, okay. China's waking up, baby.
Strap up. We're going to the moon.
Okay. This is what I'm talking about, baby. This is what I'm talking about. It was Dan who called. Dan called, and they said, "Who dat, baby?" That's what I'm talking about. Give me this shit. We're getting back in this. They said, "Who dat?" They said, "F that." F that diamond pattern. What diamond pattern, bro? We'll see what happens at the end of the day. We got to get back above this damn level right here. Oh Lord, we gotta get back above this 30,750 level, right? We've seen we got rejected from this like once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, 6 times, 7 times. Now we're coming up to it for an 8th time. Is the 8th time the charm? I would like to hit it 9 times. 9 times is more of the lucky number, but 8 times could be the charm, man. But yeah, we're just kind of consolidating. As we did get a bounce off this trend line, man. Listen, I never doubt the trend lines, bro. Just like we looked at with ADA, right? We looked at this trend line. Never doubt the trend lines. Trend lines are trend lines. A lot of times they work. I mean, why would you look at one that bounced multiple times? You know? So we'll see if Bitcoin's got the juice. It's got to break above, 30,750 to get really cooking here. But that's a start. That is definitely a start. I'll take that all day. What else do we got cooking? Anything really cooking right now? What is cooking today? What else had a good, nice little pump? Guys, let me know if there's any altcoins you want me to look at. Just let me know in the chat. I could take a look at a few altcoins. I really want to focus right now on like the bigger time frames. I've looked at every coin in like the top 200, and I've marked out my favorite ones. I've already told you a few of them, and I'm waiting on most of them still. But there's many fantastic charts. I just want to wait for the right time. The worst thing you can do is being like, I'm bullish on this coin, and then people buy it, and it's like, oh, okay, it wasn't time yet. You know what I mean? It's like that's the worst thing you can do. Shout out to Franco and shout out to JJ though. Shout out to let's go. Rudy said, can you take a look at BNB? BNB. Let's see. Look at BNB. So BNB. We'll look at it because that's definitely one. That's obviously number 3 coin in here. So BNB, I mean, you're back at support, right? My one question for BNB is, and I guess you're back down at this important support level. Now, I've looked at this in the past, and I don't necessarily mean it has to play out this way. I'm just kind of looked at what happens in the past for BNB, and it's at this weird. It's just a weird chart. Like, does anyone agree? It's just a weird chart. But at the same time, it's like not a weird chart. It just seems so wacky. You know what I mean? But at the same time, it's at support. I don't want to get too bearish at support. It's just wacky. What I would like to do, and we don't necessarily have to do this because there's many alts that have already gotten a bounce and didn't do this. I would actually like to, not like, because I don't want to see anything go down at the end of the day. But like for me to actually like this chart a little bit more, obviously we got the first low, we got the second low, we got the third low here. I would actually like this to kind of like take out that low in there, right? So kind of like how Chainlink, you remember the Chainlink chart, how we kind of like took out that local low in there? If we can come out a little bit lower, take out that low, basically take out the stops of all the people that are long right here, and then get back up into here, I think that would look much better there. And then you would have like that classic 1, 2, 3, kind of Wyckoff structure. And you can see like it kind of like seems like it wants to go down there. Like it's not the most strong one right now. And I don't know, because I kind of look at the past and we've seen kind of it do this before, right? You see BNB down here where we kind of had, okay, we were bouncing, we kind of broke through, and then we kind of went to the moon. You know what I mean? So like we've done this before. We also did it here, right? Where we had one bounce, we had 2 bounces, we came back below, and then we went to the moon. So my question is like, do we come and take out this low, and then we go to the moon, right? Could be, right? I don't know. It'll be interesting though. Like it's definitely one of the more interesting charts, I'd say. And I know there's a lot of FUD around BNB, right? It's like, oh, CZ's gonna go down. There's a lot of similarities to the FTX chart with BNB, right? I know there's a lot of that going around, right? Like I said, I don't want that. Like obviously, I don't want all that FUD and stuff. At the end of the day, I think it's weak because there's so much FUD around BNB, right? There's so much shit. Like it's getting kicked out of this country and that country and this country. So there's just a lot of FUD around BNB. A lot of times though, the most FUDed coins actually end up doing the best eventually. So just keep that in mind because it's just so oversold that people like have to jump back in when it starts going back up. It's really interesting to see about BNB though. It's got a clear range. I would say at this point you just kind of play the range though, right? Get your range low, get your range high, and just play it until it doesn't work. You know what I mean? Like it is what it is. Come on, BTC! Oh my lord! We got to get out of this range, my guys.
Strap up. We're going to the moon.
Let's take a look at some of the short-term time frames. Let's see what we got cooking in here. All right, we got the 1 hour flipping back over. So as the 1 hour tested this support coming up like this, we also have the 1 hour market cipher that is flipping back up. So we got the green dot on the 1 hour time frame. We already started on the 15 minutes. Can we get some juice on some of these low-term time frames to sort of push back up? We got the stock bottomed out. We got green dot in here. 4 hour actually is still pointing up. So we got the short-term time frames that's got some juice. The question is when we come, if this starts to spike back up, do we got enough juice to break the real level we need to break at the end of the day? Like this is all fun and dandy and, 30,750, it's a level we need to break. At the end of the day, this 31,050 level is a pain in the freaking ass for us guys. A pain in the ass. So for the bulls, we definitely want to see that broken 31. Oh, let's start here. Well, let's start here. But like we see, we got rejected once here. We came up here, we got rejected. And that was the level back on the daily. All the way back and looking left over here from April. And also like, that's the level we got to break there. Is that it's 31,050, bro. Like that is the huge one, man. That's the absolute huge one, bro. Yo, Guillermo Tell! Dude, is your last name Tell or are you just telling people what's up? I love it either way, man. Shout out to you, dude. Shout out to you. Holy guacamole. He's coming in hot with the daily close. It's the daily close, mother effers.
The daily close.
It's the daily close, mother effers. Let's freaking go, bro. Yo, shout out to Guillermo, though. That's crazy, dude. I don't... No, that's not... that's crazy, man. That's crazy, man. That is absolutely insane. Appreciate that, dude. Thanks for coming in and supporting the channel. And the best way you can support the channel is just hitting the like button, guys. Seriously. If you just hit up that like button for your boy, if you come in here and watch the stream every single day, like I know a lot of you guys just come in and watch the stream every day. The best thing and the only thing I could ever ask for you guys is just to hit up that like button, man. Seriously, that's the only thing. Like literally, if I hop off stream and I see that the stream has a very like good like button, I don't know, it's all about ratio. Has a bunch of likes on it, dude. It makes my day, right? It makes my day. It does. It does. At the end of the day, like. At the end of the day, I enjoy doing this a lot, and I enjoy talking about charts. I enjoy hanging out with you guys. I enjoy being a goofball. You guys allow me to be a damn goofball on here, dude. I just, if you guys hit the like button, that's what happens. That's what seriously helps the most, dude. But shout out to Guillermo, bro. Guillermo, what the frick are you doing, bro? Like, Guillermo,
Strap up. We're going to the moon.
what the frick are you doing, man? Oh my god. All right, we're gonna have to buy some Pepe, and in 2025 we're gonna have to be giving it back. And I'm saying, shout out to you though, man. That is insane. Like I said, dude, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say, bro. Wayne said we can't stop you. Yeah, we can't stop you, Wayne. We can't. He said we can't stop you from being a weirdo. Well, you guys, you can stop me. I mean, you could stop me. You can just basically say, you know what? I'm done watching this guy. You know, this guy sucks. And some of you guys think I suck anyways, you know, but you still watch, which, you know, means that you like me deep down inside, you know, and I love you guys too at the end of the day. All right, so Bitcoin's finding a rejection there again, which is cool. I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, it's cool. It's cool. It's cool. All right, so we talked about BNB. Some other ones that are interesting, in my opinion. We've talked about Link. We've talked about Ethereum Classic. We talked about Arbitrum. Arbitrum as one of the best charts. Like Arbitrum, this is a great one, even on the short-term time frames. Like this is all the price action we have in Arbitrum, and like this price action right here is just classic Wyckoff. Even on the short-term time frames, where you just have the big spike up, the pullback. You get low number 1, spike up, pullback. You got low number 2. You try to come back up, you fail. You dip back below that previous low. Bam, low number 3. Boom, you spike back up. You get back above those previous lows. Bam, there we go. Right? That's your classic Wyckoff. Now, typically what you see here a lot of times is you'll come back and actually test this low again. So that would kind of be where I'd wait for an entry if I was to get an ARB, because if it starts to pull back again, back down to like 107-ish. But Arbitrum, man, Arbitrum, you know what I'm saying? This is a fantastic chart in my opinion, right? Dude, I've looked at many charts, but this is one of my favorite one. We've talked about Bitcoin Cash. Litecoin is kind of left the Litecoin's one we talked about in the beginning of the year, and that one's kind of left the building. But just to give you guys an example, why do I hear so many noises going off? Who the hell came in hot? Why do I hear so many noises come? Did Clint just do 10? Did Clint just do 10? Clint just did. Oh my god, man.
Strap up. We're going to the moon.
You guys are insane today. My God. And we got JJ coming in again and said, boss, I don't know if you can find him on TV, but Milk and YVFI, both ADA natives, are flying. I'm getting my flexing done in the Discord. You know, we all gotta flex sometimes. You know, my favorite thing about my favorite thing about the crypto, like the crypto community, and not just my community, but like just everyone's community. My favorite thing is we love to tell everyone when we're right. Like I like doing it too. You know, it's the best thing. It's saying, look at this, you know? And we all do that too, man. Listen, like you guys know, when Bitcoin Cash started to go up, I was like, listen, look at Bitcoin Cash. No, we could definitely look at those, JJ. Litecoin already left the station, but, you know, Litecoin was another perfect example. It's like, it had that same structure in here, just to kind of show you what I mean. This one was a little bit like upsloping. But basically, we had the big capitulation low. All right, hold on. I gotta turn off that sound, bro. Clint, you're the absolute stud there. I gotta turn off the sound from it going dun 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 over and over again. That's quite obnoxious, even for me. I can't imagine how obnoxious it would be for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, but no, just to kind of show you an example of something that already played out, right? We had basically capitulation low, capitulated, came back up. Came back down, right? Made that second low. Came back up. Got sent back down. Broke that second low. Made that third low. And then ever since that point, it was up only, right? So that's a perfect example. And why I'm looking at some of these, right? And if Bitcoin can hold the line, I think some of these got some really nice charts. Maybe not for Moonshot. Maybe it's not going to do a 10x like you hope, but maybe a 2x, 3x in some of these. What we got? You guys say, look at XLM. What's XLM doing, bro? Why are you guys saying look at XLM? I don't even see XLM moving, bro. Where is XLM? It's not even moving. I was expecting to look at it and be like, holy shit, this thing is mooning again. It's not even mooning. I hope it does, though. XLM is another one of those dino coins, bro. It's the dino coins, man. They're absolutely insane. What's some other ones, man? All right, let me look at these for JJ. JJ wanted me to take a look at some of these. He wants to do a little bit of the flexing, which we all like to do the flexing. Let's see what he said. He said he wanted milk. Let's see if it's on milk. Milk. Is it this one? Muley swap. Okay. Oh, we do the flexing, baby. We do the flexing, JJ. That's what I'm talking about, bro. So we got milk flexing on them. Look at that. Look at that bad boy. Oh yeah. That's what I'm talking about on milk. JJ's drinking some milk tonight, baby. He ain't drinking no skim milk. He's drinking that whole milk. And he's got, what is it, YVFI? YVFI. This one's not on there. But I'm sure that one's going nuts too. But shout out to JJ, man. I've seen the ADA, a lot of the ADA ecosystem is going absolutely nuts, man. Which is interesting. It's got to get you a little bit excited for Cardano itself as we sort of approach what should be better times for altcoins. Hopefully eventually, man. Shout out to JJ, man. Glad you're killing it, bro. Keep it up, man. Not a lot of people dig that deep as far as like looking for those little altcoins on certain ecosystems. A lot of times you can find some serious gems in there. Like digging really deep. Digging really deep. It's a little bit deep. I don't go that deep. You know, I like to go a little bit deep, but you know, unfortunately, like we always say, with my 2-inch little wing, I can only go so deep. Clint can only go 1 inch, so you know, we all can't go very deep. But JJ, he gets deep in that ecosystem. You know what I'm saying? I'm not sure how deep he gets, but he gets very deep. All right. Anyways, let me see. Polyswarm. There's so many alts, man. I don't even know what Polyswarm is. I remember back in the days, people used to say every single altcoin. I used to know what it was. Okay, I know what that is. Now it's like, oh, Titty Inu. I'm like, dude, Titty Inu? How is there a Titty Inu? And you go to Titty Inu, it's up 10x. It's like, how do people even know about Titty Inu? You know what I'm saying? Like, Lord, I guess we got every single Inu at this point, bro. All right, Bitcoin's still just kind of chopping. Really struggling with this 30,750 level though. It's not really. I mean, it was kind of in that diamond pattern. You can argue it's still kind of in that diamond pattern. The target for that was back down here towards 29,800. If that does play out and we see a dip, which we might at the end of the day. We got stock market futures at the moment, which are red. Stocks had a very good comeback today. I think you had Tesla up like 4%, Meta was up like 4%, Palantir was up pretty good. But you had some nice move back up on stocks, but you got futures that are red again today. Just keep that in mind. Powell speaking again tomorrow, so keep an eye on Daddy Powell. He's always going to come in and be, we cannot let inflation continue up. We must have inflation go down. We must continue to raise rates. So you know what Daddy Powell's going to do. I always like to say Daddy Powell was so last year. He was so 2022. Does everyone really give a shit about Powell anymore? Maybe in the immediate short term, but overall in the grand scheme of things, I would say
nope.
At least until he starts raising rates again, and then we're absolutely screwed. So let's hope that doesn't happen. You know what I mean? All right, Crypto Fear and Greed Index. Let's see where we're at with Crypto Fear and Greed. We're at a 62. Still not too worried about that. We're not even back where we were at back in April. In April, we were at April 15th. April 15th, we were up at 69. So until we really eclipse that, I'm really not too worried about Fear and Greed. As we're feeling a little bit greedy, but we ain't too greedy, right? We want a couple crackers, we want a couple Cheez-Its, but we don't want the whole box just yet, So, we're doing okay there on Fear and Greed. That's what that is what we got cooking, man. Anthony B said, can you check out GNRC, biggest generator company in U.S. at a 5-year lows. Look, chart looks juicy on the weekly. This is a stock? All right, let's do this, man. We got a generator company. Dude, you know when that one would go nuts? Dude, that one would go nuts if it was like the end of the world. Like if there was some end of the world situation, these generator companies would probably go absolutely insane. Yeah, man, dude, you'll see so many stocks like this. I know we're a crypto channel, right? So we talk a lot about crypto, but there's so many stocks that are down, right? And I used to hate on stocks, but when you get stocks that are down, right? In 2021, they were way overvalued. I think we all kind of knew that, right? But now that they reset 83% to the downside, there's a lot of these that have great value, and you're starting to see them come back up. This is actually a nice chart. This is a very, very nice chart. You got your double lows in here. You're right at that W neckline. This one actually looks pretty decent. You're right there. I mean, you're kind of poking your head through there. So we'll see what the rest of the week looks like. But yeah, I like this chart a lot, man. Like this thing is at basically the levels it was at back in 2020, man. Like you're back down to good value on some of these. So yeah, I mean, there's many stocks that I like too. I'm in a lot of the AI plays from lower prices, but this one, yeah. I like this one a lot, man. Just from the simple standpoint of, actually, just for fun, I want to see if this is an equal move. Just for fun. Actually, not quite. A little bit lower than equal move. I've been testing a lot of those equal moves where you get basically a big move down, and then basically looking at how far that next move is. A lot of times you'll find that they actually end up being the same kind of structure. But yeah. You'll see a lot of those just completely undervalued stocks that are down 80%. You know what I mean? That are in theory safer than crypto, but are they really? I don't know. Based off 2022, I mean, you could say not really. You know what I mean? Let's see. Why is Verhoofd embarrassed? Why is Verhoofd embarrassed? Where is he? Where is he, man? Why is Verhoofd embarrassed? I need to see why Verhoofd is embarrassed. We got to embarrass Verhoofd. Oh, he deleted it. He deleted it. I wanted to see why he's embarrassed. I was about to bring up why he was embarrassed on stream, but apparently he's not embarrassed anymore. Ryan Mata Transit. No way. You got to be trolling me. I know. I usually know that Bath is trolling, so like I don't take anything Bath says seriously unless he shows me a chart. Then I'm like, damn, let's go. What's going on with Ryan Mata, man? Why are you guys talking like Ryan Mata? I always like to know the Ryan Mata news. I remember that guy like 2 years ago, man. Ryan Mata. That is a name I haven't heard in a long time, bro. Oh man. Franco said, here we go, Franco, man. I love this. Franco said, to be honest, I'm starting to get mad that Clint bought the Tesla amount he wanted, and I'm still waiting for more and refused to FOMO. Listen, Franco, what did we talk about earlier, man? You got to be happy for everyone's gains, right? So here's the thing, Franco. If you'll get happy for Clint, right? So if you're like, Clint's freaking killing it on his Tesla. He's up 2x on his Tesla. Let's freaking go, baby. What's going to happen is, you're going to get that price you want for Tesla, man. You're going to get that price for Tesla. Or you're going to get that revelation. You're going to be like, you know what? F this dip. F this dip. I'm just going in now. You know? F this freaking dip. I'm going in now. Right? You're going to get that revelation, man. You know? So as soon as we be like, you know what? Clint called Tesla's low. Like, Clint did ghastly things on Tesla, right? He basically did some dirty things on Tesla. Like he went nuts. You got to be like, man, I'm happy for Clint, bro. You know, you gotta be like, listen. Lately, guys, you know what I've been saying to myself? I've been like, you know what? I'm happy for Savvy shorting in 2022. I'm happy for Savvy. You know what I mean? I am so happy for Savvy shorting in 2022. He's laddering his shorts right now. I hope he's in a little bit of profit. I don't think he is, but I hope he's in a little bit of profit right now. You know? And that's going to make Bitcoin go up. I'm telling you, man. Let's see. Ryan Mata is now called Ryan Scamma because he doesn't Mata anymore. Oh, I like it. I like that one, Jules. I like that one, bro. I don't think Ryan got, he probably didn't get wrecked. I hope he didn't get wrecked, man. I mean, we've all gotten wrecked at some point. Let's be honest, man. Listen, we'd all be lying to ourselves if we didn't get wrecked, and that's how we learn, man. Like, you know how many lessons we've learned over the course of time, man? I hope you guys learned some lessons, man. Hope you learned some lessons over the course of time. All right, looks like Bitcoin, I don't know what to think about Bitcoin right now. Like, it is kind of breaking this trend in here, right? So just keep an eye on this. It looks like it's breaking trend, right? And there's two levels that I'm watching. I'm watching a retest of this freaking previous channel. This previous channel that's coming down, looking for a retest of there, and then also a measured move of the infamous diamond pattern. If we take it down here, that would get us back down to like, 30,000. Right around that 29,900, 30K level, if we can get there. If we don't get there, that's fine. I mean, F it, man. It's all good in the hood. But that would be somewhere where I'd look at if Bitcoin was to get a little bit of a pullback. And like we said, if Bitcoin gets a pullback, I'm looking for a pullback. But eventually, I think we're coming to tag this high. As there's many reasons why I think we're hitting 32.4, but we've already talked about those. So let's not be a little bit weird and talk about the same damn thing. You know what I'm saying? All right, let's just stay on Bitcoin short-term chart in here. And I'm just going to kind of hang out for the rest of the stream because I think we pretty much, talked about most things I'm ready to talk about. And kind of waiting for everything else. Feel Good Man said we all learned Voyager, Celsius, FTX, and Luna. Yeah, I think we all learned to not, sometimes those yields can be juicy. Sometimes we can see those 10% yields and be like, yeah, man, I'm hopping on those 10% yields. But I think that's one of the stuff we all learn is not to keep your frickin' coins on exchanges, man, especially the small ones. Especially the damn small ones. And even the big ones, as we learned with FTX. Don't be keeping those money unless you're trading with it and you're actively moving it in and out. Do not be keeping that money on the freaking exchanges, boys. Or keeping your money in a stable coin. That's not something that's been around for a long time and not doing those things this time, right? I mean, I think that's definitely we've all learned from that. We've all learned many different things. that is for damn sure. Wayne said another 9K BTC have left the exchanges since yesterday. Dude, yeah, Bitcoin is flying off exchanges, and that's awesome to see. It means that people are learning to self-custody. It's people learning that, listen, I shouldn't trust anyone else with my money, man. So I gotta sort of self-custody my crypto. That's a really good sign. Fantastic sign, if you ask me, actually. Fantastico sign. Franco said KDA will go to $4 minimum in 2025. Let me look at KDA. You're probably right, Franco. Listen, everyone's shitting on Cadena, but you're probably right. Like Cardano, Cadena, what I know about crypto, okay, is a lot of the times the most hated coins can go up. Why? Why is that? Why do the most hated coins go up a lot of times? Why? Because everyone's so underexposed to it, right? So when it starts going up, people love green candles. What I know about people, right, is as soon as you see some green candles coming up on Cadena, everyone's going to be like, oh my God, Cadena is the best project in the world. That's how it works in the space. No, but like it's what I'll say about this is the one thing Cadena has going for it, I think, is it's proof of work, right? So a lot of the coins that Gensler's been attacking has been the proof of stake coins. So if there's one thing that's going for it, I'd say it's that. And the other thing that's going for it is it's just been completely hammered to the downside. Like this thing has just been nonstop, just freaking bazooka to the downside, bro. So, I mean, I never want to say it can't go lower. I mean, this thing can go lower. Don't get me wrong, but it has a few things going for it. But man, this thing has just gotten hammered, man. It doesn't even have like any bullish divergence that gets me super excited in here. But man, I'm pulling for the Cardano holders, and I'm pulling that we see $8 on Cardano, man. I want $8 for like all my Cardano peeps in here, bro. I want to see all-time highs for Cardano. I see Cardano. Cadena. I want to see all-time highs for Cardano too. But I want to see all-time highs for Cadena. For all the Cadena holders that are holding tight. They're holding tight to that Cadena. Yeah. You know what I mean? Let's see. I've been right on 65K times. Franco and Alpi getting a little bit of a fight on the chat. We all get in fights. Listen, man, it is what it is. Franco said, I've been right 65K times. That's good. Hey, listen, what I'll say about Alpi, man, is Alpi was bullish at the lows, unlike a lot of peeps. So at least Alpi was bullish at the lows. All right? So we all want to hate on Alpi, but he's killed it with his Bitcoin. All right? So, I'll say that about Alpi, man. Alpi has absolutely destroyed it on his corn this year. So shout out to Alpi, bro.
Strap up. We're going to the
moon.
Shout
out to Alpi. We didn't see the 65K. I mean, we didn't really see anywhere close to 65K, but he did kill it on his Bitcoin. I'll give him that. All right, anyways. Bitcoin is seeing that pullback. So it looks like we broke that trend line. We are seeing this breakdown. So the measure move target would put you back down at these lows. Back down at 29,866, which, I actually would be looking for any type of like sweep of these lows. I'm actually looking for, I'd actually be looking for a long, any type of like sweep of these lows down here. I might not get there. Listen, it might bounce from like this top of this channel, but a sweep of these lows would be fantastic to kind of like sweep these lows out and kind of come back up. That would be the most preferable. I just don't know if we're going to get there because there is a lot of buy. Like every time Bitcoin tries to come down, it gets bought up. So we'll see if it gets there, man. And if it does, let's go. Any type of bounce, I'm looking to come back up. So the only way I'm going to get a little bit shady is if we see Bitcoin kind of drop below 28.6, 28.5. That's when it gets a little bit of shady for the corn. You know what I'm saying? But we'll see. See what happens on the corn here, my friends. Let's see. As soon as we look at Cadena, the price of Bitcoin dumps. God damn it, Cadena. Oh, it does. The dump it sign doesn't even work. The dump it song doesn't even work. It's all because of Cadena. There we go. It was all Cadena's fault. Fuck, man. Oh, man. We had to give the Cadena holders a little bit of hopium, It wasn't much, but we had to give them a little bit of hopium, I mean, yeah, I guess we can blame it on Cadena, man. Like, there we go. All right, so we're seeing that happen. A few of the other, I was looking at. I don't really want to show you some of these other ones yet because I'm not ready to say I'm like really looking at these ones. But there's a few other ones that I am interested in. Shout out to you guys. If you guys, XMR, it just seems like a beast, man. This one has just been holding up like a damn rock. And this one, it has the structure too, right? So it has the... Right, if we just take it from closes, right? We kind of look at how this kind of played out, right? It has the structure too, and XMR. It's not, it's basically got the structure where it's got the low. You got the panic sell low. Boom, panic sold low. Basically broke the low on a close, and then got back above. It's another classic Wyckoff, man. So this one looks fantastic right here, and even when Bitcoin dumps, this thing just holds on tight. Now, don't FOMO on a green candle. Wait for some type of pullback. It'll come eventually. But just another Dino coin. Another Dino coin that's been killing it, man. I don't know what it is about the Dino coins, but they have been holding up like a damn rock. Whether you're talking about any of them. So shout out to you if you're in Monero. If you like the privacy, I know Bath likes Monero. Bath's a huge Monero fan. right? But Monero absolutely just has. It's not even about the green candles. It's about the structure of the low here. Just fantastic. What's another one? Man, AVAX is interesting. I think AVAX is interesting. I'm not quite ready on that one yet because I think it can come back and test the low again. What's another one, man? A lot of these are. Hold on, I was looking at some today. I should have flagged them. Like I should have freaking flagged them, bro. Oh Lord. All right, I'll have to look through it tomorrow. I'll have to go back through them and flag them. There was a bunch that I looked at in the top 200 that just have that same structure that you've already seen. You see Monero, Bitcoin Cash, Bitcoin SV. Soon, I think Ethereum Classic. A lot of these that are going to get that same type of move. Because they have the same, like, and Chainlink was the one I'm thinking about. Chainlink, they just have that boop, boop, break, boop. It's beautiful. All right, let's keep an eye on the corn here. Keep an eye on the corn. Oh, Dan loves Monero too. I know Dan loves XMR. Dan, I remember you talking about XMR in like 2021, man. You are an animal. You are an animal for your XMR. Let's go, dude. And I remember Dan was like, I'm a Monero maxi. That was always his famous saying. I'm a Monero maxi. And I'm like, I am not a Monero maxi, but that's cool. That's cool with me. I am perfectly not a Monero maxi. Yeah. All right. Let's keep an eye on the corn. This is an area that's held a few times today too, right? We've held this 30,500 area. We've held this once, twice. Where it seems like we're getting a little bit of a wick off of it. I'm not completely sold just yet, but that's been a level we've held all day today. So we'll see if that holds. I am not totally convinced at the moment just yet that we are going to hold this level, but it is an important level nonetheless. AVAX has so many tokens released since a year ago. Yeah, that's the problem with a lot of these L1s and L2s, that they've had so many token unlocks, right? That's one of the issues, and I think that's one of the issues that they've been struggling a little bit compared to a lot of the Dino coins that don't have a lot of these same issues. So a lot of these L1s like AVAX, Solana, Polkadot, a lot of the L2s like OP and Arbitrum, a lot of these just so many, like the supply is just getting released. So any type of move they have that comes up, that okay, Bitcoin gets a little rebound, but then they don't get a move up because then you got people selling off, because their tokens are getting locked. So you kind of have this issue with a lot of those right now. I think that's where you're seeing a little bit of a struggle with a lot of those big names. And that was one of the issues, especially with Optimism. When Optimism got to like $3, I think in May they had like the most unlocks, and that's the reason you see Optimism with so much sell pressure, man, is because they just got so many token unlocks. It's ridiculous. And that's one of the important things to look at too when you're buying into a coin. Make sure you're paying attention to how much the supply is getting unlocked at a certain time. We can look at that too tomorrow. I'll bring that up tomorrow too. That's the thing we should probably start looking at too. Is like, okay, what all coins are getting supply unlocked? How much sell pressure they're gonna have? All this stuff. Jordan's a Bitcoin H maxi. No, I'm not a Bitcoin H maxi, man, but I am happy. I'm comfy in my spot BCH. I think I got my hodl bag for the bull market. I'm feeling pretty comfy in that one now. And that's the best when you get something in here and then you're like, okay, I'm feeling pretty comfy. Unless this thing dumps 60-70% again, I'm feeling pretty comfy. This thing probably pulls back. I mean, it's at a huge level here. I wouldn't be surprised if it pulls back here. But that's only if Bitcoin's going to pull back heavy, That's the thing. It's like, okay, does this pull back? I don't know. That's only if Bitcoin really pulls back and starts coming back like way far down. Like, okay, 30K, 29K. Okay, it's not going to dump it too much, but if Bitcoin really starts sending down, that's where I'd be like, okay, maybe that's not looking too good. But yeah, I'm not a Bitcoin Cash maxi. I wish I was a week ago. You know, but I'm definitely not a Bitcoin Cash maxi. But that was a good one, man. Franco said Ben Cowan was right about everything. I will disagree with that. Listen, I'm not going to knock. Ben Cowan was right about Bitcoin dominance. Would I say he was right about everything? No, I wouldn't. I definitely wouldn't say that. Ethereum going home, bearish at the bottom for Bitcoin, bullish at the high in 2021. I mean, listen, I was too. I mean, it is what it is. Not saying I was right either. You know what I mean? But Bitcoin dominance for sure, man, for sure. And that's why dude, you should always have most of your portfolio in Bitcoin and ETH, mainly Bitcoin. If you believe in ETH too, but if you believe in Bitcoin, most of your portfolio should be in Bitcoin, right? Even in the most like hectic times, right? Even in the most crazy times, you like Bitcoin just offers that like same like that security that's that same security that doesn't come with the altcoins, right? You just feel more comfy in Bitcoin now. And honestly, like we talked about before, one of the big reasons why everyone's like, oh my God, I don't want to hold Bitcoin is because everyone thinks that Bitcoin's not going to give you the same return. You know what I mean? Like Bitcoin won't give you the same return. Let's go. But I think with the ETF stuff coming out, like if we start getting the ETF stuff coming out, right, where you get, you know, Grayscale, we start getting the Grayscale ETF and BlackRock and all this stuff, I think that kind of puts that to rest, right? Where, okay, you know, maybe Bitcoin doesn't have the same, you know, because everyone doesn't want to buy Bitcoin because like, why would I want to buy Bitcoin if it's only going to go to 80K, right? But if the BlackRock ETF comes out, you might have to start rethinking that thought process, right? And then it starts to become, you know, if anything like gold, it's going to go up way more than that, you know? And be honest, like most people buy altcoins because they want to outpace Bitcoin. You know what I mean? But if you start getting the ETFs, does it even make sense to be holding up a lot of altcoins? I don't know if it does. And it's definitely something you got to think about as we sort of go forward here. I'm going to still hold altcoins, but I'm definitely going to be holding more Bitcoin. That's for sure. Clint said it's not an if, it's a when, dorks. Let's go, Clint. I love the optimism from Clint.
Strap
Clint
up.
said
We're
it's
going
not
to the
if,
moon.
it's when BlackRock ETF gets approved. I love it, dude. I love it. I love when Clint gets so optimistic about Bitcoin, man. It gets me so freaking hyped, man. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go, man. That's what I love, dude. Let's see. I was broke when Bitcoin was 15K. Now I'm flush with cash. And that's always how it works, right? It's like when you want to buy something, you know, you don't got any money, but when you do, you're up amount. You're up a good amount. That is so true, dude. That's so true. So freaking true. Laser Eye Clint is badass. Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, bro. Anderson said, Jordan, your hair looks like crap today. It's the messy look, dude. You don't like the messy look? It's like I just got out of bed. You know, this is what models do, don't they? They go, and you just look like a pure model. You know? And you just got that messy look, and they all do the same look. They're like, actually, this looks horrible. That looks horrible, to be fair. We'll keep it like this. We'll keep it like this. I think this is a better look. This is a much better look than the previous one. Let's see. Jordan, your hair still looks... Okay, thank you, Franco. I appreciate that compliment, man. Bitcoin will only go up if nobody sells. True. Bitcoin goes up because there's more buyers than sellers. That is usually the absolute fact of the matter. That is usually... We got 907 votes. We got 64%. I think 32.5K. So we have coming before 29K. Interesting. We got a very, very big turn of events here. As now we got 2/3 of the chat that is bullish. Very interesting, man. Now, that doesn't mean you have to go lower, right? I think that the biggest thing with that is how many of those 64% of people are long leverage and how many of those 64% of people are short leverage, right? I would argue that most people here don't leverage trade. I would probably think about 30 to 40% of people in here leverage trade. So how many of those people that leverage trade are short versus long? That's probably a better question to ask. Most people just hold spot, right? Which is, for most people, just holding spot is much, much smarter, to be honest. You know, just the way it is. Anyways, 30,527. We are holding this level so far, which is cool. We've talked about this, so I'm not going to go through all it again, but let's see. You got to love Bitcoin Cash right now. You got to love Bitcoin Cash right now, man. Bitcoin Cash is phenomenal. Phenomenal, man. Listen, my reasoning for this pumping was I think that some of the boomer money was going to come into this, and the boomer money came into this. You know? The boomer money came into that. And now, if we get that next leg up, man, which I do think it's coming. It's not really, to me, it's not really an if, it's a matter of when, but you never want to say something's too certain and then you just get absolutely effed by the market. But you know, if this next move comes up at 32,400, which I do think is coming, I think that could be very interesting for a lot of these alts that are right now kind of sitting at a lot of local resistance levels and are really screaming for Bitcoin to get another leg up, to finally break out of some important resistance. Let's see. 100x short EGLD. You're gonna piss off Frank Fractal, bro. Frank Fractal's gonna come on in here and say, "Bro, I sold all my Cadena and I'm all in on EGLD. Guys, get in EGLD." EGLD was the most random coin that you probably could have came up with. Like, Frank, that was the most random coin he could have came up with, man. Let's see. Let's all together put our money in Pepe coin. I'm down, bro. Listen, I am not against Pepe. I said the other day, if I could only pick one coin, Pepe is getting a little bit of a pullback here, by the way. If I could only pick one coin, right, for $500, and I can only pick one, but I wanted to maximize my gains without being like too crazy, I might put my $500 in Pepe. You know? Now I want to wait for a smart level. Like I'm kind of waiting for this white box. You know, this white box is where I want to be at in here. But at the same point, I might put it in Pepe. You know? But we all got different risk-reward tolerances, I guess. But here, I mean, listen, I'm sort of waiting for the 50 EMA retest would be beautiful for Pepe in there. But you know me, I've been kind of waiting for this daily level in here, where we got some previous order blocks and previous support resistance levels all coming in this little 14 cent range. I'm just gonna call it 14 cent because I don't know how to say 0.0000000000014. How do you say that, anyways? Like, I don't know how to say that. But that's sort of level I'm waiting for a little bit of a pullback into there. I might not get it. Shit, and if I don't get it, you know, it is what it is. On to the next one. On to the next one. On to the next froggy coin. Maybe they'll come out with Popo. Maybe they'll come out with Popo. It's a new froggy coin. And we just all get into Popo and we all ride it to the promised land together. Maybe we'll do that. Let's see. Bitcoin dominance pumping. Yeah, it's gonna keep pumping, man. This is gonna keep pumping. And you know, pump it up. We gotta pump dominance up. Don't you know, pump it up. Hey, but the higher this goes, the better. I'm telling you, the higher this goes, the better it will be for altcoins down the road. Right? So if we can get dominance up to 57% and above 57% and up near this magnet, that's going to be way better for the altcoins down the road, because down the road, that would mean eventually, right, that has more room to come back down if it wants to come back down. So take it as a positive, man. Right? The higher this goes, the more inequality on the chart that you have to the downside, which will be interesting. But yeah, I'm looking for 57% on dominance before I go like too hard into a lot of the altcoins. And this is where I'm going to be really digging deep and looking at the altcoins. I really want to be going balls to the wall and is in here. But I'm sort of being patient, man. I'm being patient. There's some I'm not being patient on, but the most of them that I want, I'm being very, very patient, especially the lower cap ones, which is a lot of lower cap coins that I want to go a little bit balls to the wall in. I'm just not ready quite yet, but I'm sort of waiting for that dominance to come up there, dude. Ace 47 AK said Pepe can do nothing. I mean, that's true, man. That's very, very true. I mean, Pepe can't do shit, but you know, listen, a lot of things can't do shit, right? Anything, so because something can't do shit, does that mean it doesn't have value? No, right? Value is who wants to buy it and who wants to sell it at a certain price, right? So Pepe doesn't do shit, right? And Pepe is what it is. It's a cryptocurrency that has a logo of a frog. That's what it is. Does that mean it has no value? Absolutely not. Does a baseball card have value? Does a piece of gold have value? Yeah, they do have value. At the end of the day, gold is a rock, baseball card's a piece of paper, but they have value because they're scarce, right? So when you have a limited amount of something and there's demand for that limited amount of something, there's demand, right? Or there's a value. So Pepe has a value because people are willing to pay a certain price for a Pepe coin, right? It's the same thing you can say about a baseball card or you know, a Pokemon card or a Yu-Gi-Oh card or a Beanie Baby back in the day. You know, we like to call it, a lot of people like to say cryptocurrency is the digital Beanie Baby. You can say a lot of the same things about those bad boys. You know what I mean? It's all about perspective. Anything has value. Shit, like this Santa hat, right? This Santa hat is so old as shit. But I'm telling you right now, if we keep this Santa hat on the desk until the next bull market end, I'm telling you right now, if I ask one of you guys, hey, would you want to buy the magic Santa hat off the desk from me for $5, right? Let's keep it real. One of you guys would buy the Santa hat for $5. I know you would, right? Just to have Jordan's Santa hat. Why? Not that it doesn't have any value. This thing's a piece of shit. You can get this at probably a dollar store for $1. But you pay me $5 because it's my Santa hat. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's all about what someone would pay for it, not about what the actual value is. You know what I mean? At the end of the day. Anyways, I'm going on a tangent, but you know, I one of the narratives I hate is, and I used to say this too, and I learned not to say that, is this doesn't do anything, so that inherently means it's valueless. No, something has value if something's willing to pay for it. So right now, right, Pepe is at this price, so that means someone is willing to pay this price right now for Pepe. Someone is willing to pay 0.00000015 for one Pepe. Right? So inherently, it has value at the end of the day. But it doesn't have sweaty Jordan stains. The toe would pay $15. I love how you guys are bidding for the hat now. Listen, no one's having the hat until we hit the highs, okay? This is the magic hat. We cannot curse the magic hat. I love how you guys are bidding on the hat. You guys are bidding on the freaking useless hat. That's the best, dude. We got $23. $23 going once. $23 going once. We got Arch Enemy, $23. We got Ricardo, $25. We got Ricardo upping it with $35. We got Toe, $35. We got Man Bear Pig, $40. This is awesome, man. We're literally having an auction. We got Sunday, $47. We got Shibby, $100. I'm gonna auction away the damn Santa hat, bro. No, none of you guys are having my damn Santa. I don't care if one of you guys will give me $1,000 for this damn Santa hat. You ain't having the damn lucky Santa hat, okay? One day I'll give this to one of you guys, okay? I'll give this to one of you guys, all right? But you ain't having the damn Santa hat until the bull run is over, okay? Because it's our lucky Santa hat. I mean, it's not going anywhere. In 2025, this thing will be a shriveled piece of dirt. But it will still be on the desk. Maya will be like, are you really keeping that Santa hat on your desk still? That thing's disgusting. It smells like shit. And I'll say, you know what? I am keeping the Santa hat on my desk because it's our lucky little thing, you know. 50 KDA. I think someone would just be willing to get rid of all their KDA for the damn Santa hat, you know. Oh Lord. All right, guys. I'm gonna call it a stream here. I'll be back in the morning. Have a fantastic night, guys. We'll see where Bitcoin ends up at the end of the day tomorrow. Right now, it's kind of holding at 30,500. Right now, right now Bitcoin's like it's just kind of consolidating. I'm not shorting Bitcoin. I've said this for the past few days. I'm not going to short Bitcoin here, but I also wouldn't be surprised if we get a pullback too, right? You know, so just keep an eye on that. Any pullback I'm looking to long, just like this morning, right? I mean, you got a little pullback down to here. That was a nice long. If we get another chance to come back down here, I'm going to take another long, right? And I'm going to keep long until it doesn't work because I just think there's a lot of demand for Bitcoin right now. And we're holding the line. Have a fantastic night, guys. All right? Don't sniff Santa hats. You ain't getting my Santa hat. If anyone of you guys steals my Santa hat, I'll be very, very upset. And I'll find you. I will find you. I will find you. Okay? Don't take my Santa hat, guys. Seriously. Seriously. All right. Peace out. You guys are the homies. See you guys tomorrow. Later. Let's get this shit. 32K Bitcoin incoming. I don't know when. I can't tell you a time, but 32K Bitcoin is coming, my friends. All right? Later.